Studios has released several mediocre and terrible episodes of the VeggieTales series under DreamWorks' rule. Therefore, the true fans of the show were left without the Sunday morning values and Saturday morning fun that they so desired. Until now.
Hey, peoples!
Our first one after our anniversary one, Chuck and the Fantastic Factory.
Which still, I will say that this still won't top that one, and I don't think we're gonna get to that point for us.
Don't go away, please!
But, yeah, because we're still going pretty well. That doesn't mean we're like...
This one is in our top 5, I'm sure.
Which, okay, so first of all, I'm just gonna say this one was written by yours truly.
It's the first one written by him.
Yay!
And I
Applaud.
proofread it this time, so script editing is by me this time.
Applaud for me. You
Yes.
are not applauding. Yeah, that's right. I'm talking to you.
Silverstein.
Anyways, so this one is called The Oddball Veggie, the story of Rick Stemsford, or the other way around. It kind of goes back and forth.
And we decided on what you said.
Yeah.
We just changed the title today, so...
Yeah.
And we just finished recording, so I guess that makes sense.
It's based on the 1981 play The Nerd by Larry Shue, which...
Not the 1997 sitcom version.
Yeah, because that...
We'll talk about that
Yeah,
later.
there's just so much wrong there. Anyways, yeah, so this was a play I did back in last fall, and it's a really, really funny play, so...
He played the title character.
Yep.
I was in it too. I played Darth Maul,
Yes.
but I didn't show up on stage.
Yes, he was in the background, and he killed Mr. Waldegrave at the end.
Actually, I wasn't even in
No.
it. No.
Okay, but anyways, yeah, so it's a really fun play. So we figured we could do an adaptation, and since I was in it, of course, I'm like, hey, I can write that.
And then I assigned him to do that. So
Yeah.
what's the story about?
So the story is about a dude named William. His name is Willem in the original, but William. Okay, so...
Potato, tomato, schmurgeth.
Exactly. So, William is...
Shakespeare, Silverstein.
Exactly. William is having this birthday party. He's... and there's this other dude, Rick Stemsford, that he never actually met, but he founded this church, which you'll learn all about that later. Which it was different in the original one. There was a bunch of army stuff and saving his life, but I didn't necessarily want to go into the whole army PTSD stuff. So I just kind of reworked that, and William never got to meet this Rick Stemsford dude, but he's like super like inspired by him and is super grateful for him. So he like writes him a letter. He's like, I'll do anything you ever want me to do. And then on his birthday, he like gets a call from Rick Stemsford saying he's gonna come visit for his birthday. And then when he shows up, which this also happens to be the same time his boss comes over to check his like architectural designs for the hotel he's building. And so Rick shows up at this very day and turns out to be a total nitwit. And is...
He's insane.
completely obnoxious and basically drives his life into the ground.
And so, what's the lesson of this one?
So the lesson is, it's actually, as I was writing it, I realized it's kind of similar to the lesson of the last one, but different at the same time. Whereas last one was, like, avoiding bad influences. This one was not letting, people walk all over you. I don't really have a
Pretty much learning to say no.
Basically, yeah, that's the gist of it.
It's basically don't be a doormat.
Yeah. Don't be a doormat.
Please don't put that on the front cover of the box. It's a lesson in not being a doormat. I don't think that'd go very well.
No. I guess, to put in a concise, simple sentence, I guess I would say,
asserting yourself.
a lesson in asserting yourself, or a lesson in standing up for yourself, or something kind of like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways, it's just learning.
Who's the cast?
Alright, so the cast, William Cupboard, cupboard, like cabinet cupboard. Originally Willem Cubbert.
Is Bob the Tomato?
Is Bob the Tomato.
Read by me.
His in the play, it's really not specified their relationship, but in this, I just kind of went with friend. Tammy Guinness is played by Petunia, who I'm actually reading for this time. And then there's Axelrod, who is played by Mr. Lunt, who is his snarky, cynical roommate, who's Mr. Lunt, read by me. Did I already say Mr. Lunt? Oh well, I don't care. Then there's...
You don't play by your rules.
Then there's Mr. Walgrave, who's William's angry boss.
Played by Mr. Nesser, read by me.
And his wife Celia, played by Lovey. Don't ask why he's or she's played by Archibald's wife. But I don't know, I just felt like it made more sense to have her in there than Mabel Asparagus. Yeah, so she's read by me. It's the second episode in a row where Lovey's had a pretty big role.
Mm-hmm. Gotta use more of those older characters more.
Yeah, and then there is Bert Walgrave, who is Mr. Walgrave and Celia's son, who is...
Read by him.
Yeah, who's just a terrible child. But anyways, so...
Not Mike TV bad, but pretty close.
Yeah. So basically he's like... who he's played by is he's played by the young version of Mr. Nezzer from An Easter Carol. Because I figured, well, we'll have Mr. Nezzer's son be played by, like, Baby Mario, only Baby Nezzer.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I was originally going to have him be Gordon, but...
It wouldn't look right.
Yeah. Zucchini, asparagus, gourd.
It's like sponge, starfish, clam?
I don't know. Anyways, who else is... Oh yeah, of course, there's Rick Stemsford himself, played by Larry, the cucumber.
And also, there's a guy at the end, played by Mr. Fisher, we can't say it because of an ending.
Yep.
And Howard is in it, read by me. He's
Yep.
on the countertop. Uncle Ed, read by me. Archibald, me.
Mm-hmm. And, I feel like we're...
Khalil, read by you.
Oh yeah, Khalil is in the Silly Song, actually. Oh, and Jimmy is also in the Silly Song.
Read by me.
And another special little character that you'll... Oh, and Matt Marr's also in the Silly Song.
Read by me.
And then the other special character, you'll see who that is. And then Scooter also shows up at the countertop very briefly. He's got one line, but read by me, of course.
Yes. So, what is the Silly Song?
Okay, the Silly Song. Oh yeah.
Mailbox Blues.
Mailbox Blues. So, I won't say too much, but basically, Larry is just waiting for a package to show up. It's basically like a mix between the Hairbrush song and the Blues with Larry and Pizza Angel.
I kind of got that.
Wrapped into one thing.
I remember there was, you know that famous Pixar lunch where they sat down, they had their idea for like the next 5 movies they had? We went on this one walk last summer and we came up with like 10 silly song ideas. We came up with On My Sandwich, the Schmarzgehooven, this one, and a couple others we got lined up. And this one was originally going to be on Joe, but we decided Video Blaster would kind of fit more, because Video Blaster's a lot more upbeat and exciting for a story that was so depressing and manic. Which we also came up on that. I think, so far, every silly song except Mole Santa we came up with on that one.
I think so.
And we still got a bunch more.
Yeah, so that trend will continue for a little ways down the road.
Yeah, because we came up with like at least 10.
Mm-hmm.
And I wrote them all down, so...
Yeah, so, it's kind of short, this one, but it's all really good.
Well, it's short with the singing. It's like Oh Santa a little bit, where they're singing and talking.
Yeah.
So combined with that, it's like around 3 minutes.
Mm-hmm. And I cannot think of anything else that needs to be covered.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls except Silverstein, the Oddball Veggie!
The story of Rick Stemsford.
Open to Bob and Larry on the countertop.
Hi kids, welcome to VeggieTales. I'm Bob the Tomato.
And I'm Larry the Cucumber.
And I'm Howard the Pumpkin. Huh?
Zoom out to show Howard standing next to Larry.
Well, hi everybody, what's up? Larry, why is Howard here?
Howard starts wandering around the countertop.
Well, he didn't have anything to do today, and he wanted to join us. I couldn't say no.
Oh no, I've learned from experience the dangers of letting other people run the show. It just doesn't work.
Oh, he's not running the show. He's just hanging out.
Howard opens the lids on one of the canisters.
Ooh, what's inside this thing?
Bob runs over to the canister and shuts it quickly.
Nothing at all.
Howard walks off the screen to the viewer's right.
Larry, don't you think he might be a little, distracting?
Well, maybe a little, but I don't want to hurt his feelings.
Well, that's not a problem at all. The real problem is...
Off-screen electrical noise.
I'm okay! You know, this...
Reminds you of a letter?
Reminds me of Yeah. Anyways, this reminds me of a letter we got from Ryan Lewis from Terre Haute, Indiana.
Tara who?
Terre Haute. Ryan writes, Dear Bob and Larry, there's a kid in my school named Sydney. He's a little odd and not very popular, so I tried to make friends with him. Only now he wants to be with me all the time. And sometimes he distracts me from my life at school and at church. I don't want to be mean to him, but I'm finding it hard to tell him no and that, well, and hard to have him with me all the time. Oh, what should I do?
Do you just always have a giant bag of letters and you just pull one out whenever it's relevant? Or do you just happen to get letters that relate to our current problems every single episode?
That's, that's not important now. Hey, there's a bunch of letters in this canister!
That's a tricky question, though. Let's see what QWERTY's got to say. Bob and Larry walk over to QWERTY. Howard is standing reviewers right of QWERTY. Hey, QWERTY, do you know anything about our problem? QWERTY?
QWERTY? Oh, why isn't QWERTY working? Well, gee, I don't know. Does QWERTY usually stop working when you step on his wires and they rip in half? Oh, you gotta be kidding me!
Howard walks off viewers left while poorly attempting to whistle.
I think I've got some spare wires in the pantry. I'll go see if I can find some.
The pantry? Never mind. Alright, everyone. I think I got a story that should help us out. So while Larry's trying to fix QWERTY, why don't we take a look at the story of Rick Stemsford, the oddball veggie. Roll film!
Off-screen crash.
I'm okay!
Fade to brief establishing shots of the outside of William's apartment. Then fade to inside. A banner that reads, Happy Birthday, Willem, is shown. Willem walks into the door. Tammy and Axel jump up from behind a couch. Surprise!
So, what are you guys doing here? And how'd you get in? The door was locked.
Well, the window wasn't.
But we're on the 3rd floor. Nah, never mind.
Well, we wanted to surprise you for your birthday.
I'm pretty sure surprises were not on my birthday list, but I guess it's the thought that counts.
You didn't even have a list. Whenever I asked you what you wanted, you just said, oh, surprise me. So we did.
Ah, very funny, Axel.
And we thought we'd start dinner, too. What do you mean we'd start dinner? Oh, fine. I started dinner.
That's what I thought. So what'd you make, Tammy?
It's a surprise.
Oh, another one?
William looks at the banner.
Happy birthday, Willem?
Courtesy of yours truly.
It all makes sense now. So it's, just the 3 of us?
Oh, I know how much you like big social gatherings, so I posted about it on my InstaSnap tweetbook page.
Yeah, I love big social gatherings.
Dial tone rings on William's phone.
Yes, hello, William Cupboard. This is Dean Peters. I do apologize, but I'm unable to attend your birthday party this evening.
Oh, bummer. We can't have a party without that wild man.
The wife and I are inspecting the newly purchased library. I do hope you enjoy yourself, and happy, 54th birthday? Oh, yes. Anyways, ta-ta!
Dial tone rings.
31st.
Well, that's one down.
Dial tone rings again.
Hey there, Willie. Uncle Ed here. I can't attend your party tonight. I've got a busy schedule here. I'm trying to track down the guys at 100% Not a Scam-Free Cruise Line. I'll show them what real anecdotal results are. Well, happy birthday.
Dial tone rings.
You have an Uncle Ed?
No, he's not my uncle. I'm sure he's someone's uncle, I guess.
Well, it doesn't look like we'll be having too many people show up.
Dial tone rings again.
Hello, I was told Axel Rod could be reached at this number. Please tell him all is according to plan.
Who's that?
That's Larry Schuh, my new business associate, if you will.
What's that about a plan?
Oh, nothing.
Well, if you say so.
Dial tone rings again.
Yeah, hi, Willie Cupboard, is it right? Good. It's me, Mr. Walgrave. I just wanted to clarify that tonight's the night I'm coming over to take a look at the new design for the hotel. The Hotel 9, I think, right? Good thing that works for you and you have no other prior events. Huh?
Dad, I want to talk to the robot.
Celia, he's doing it again. Anyways, Mrs. Walgrave and...
Crashing sound on answering machine.
And my son, Bert, they'll be coming over with me. I'm glad that's not a problem for you.
Dial tone sounds. So I guess we've got some guests.
Not the first guest I choose to have. An ideal guest would be someone like...
Dial tone sounds.
Hello, William Cupboard. This this is Rick Stemsford.
Rick Stemsford. Rick Stemsford!
So I heard it was your birthday, and I didn't have anything else to do, so I thought I'd come over.
Come over?
Is there any sort of special theme? Should I, like, dress up all fancy, or are we doing something else? If I were to make a suggestion, I would suggest that we all dress up in the scariest costume we can find. What is he talking about? So I guess that about dial tone rings.
He didn't finish.
Who was that?
That was Rick Stemsford.
Oh. Who is that?
He's the founder of the church down the street.
Oh, he is?
Yeah. When I moved here, I had no church to go to until I found out about his church. But unfortunately, he moved away to Moose Lake before I came here, so I never got the chance to meet him. I've been asking God for the chance, and now I finally get to thank him.
Oh, well, that's great. Well, now we've got a grouchy businessman, his family, and some guy we've never met. What a party! Well, it will be an adventure. I'll say. Knock on the door.
It's Rick! He's here! Axel, quick! Put out an unfinished jigsaw puzzle to make it look like we're not doing something and he wasn't interrupting anything important.
But he wasn't.
Well, let's make this place look the part then.
Axel starts dumping out a jigsaw puzzle onto the table.
Mr. Walgrave here. Oh, never mind.
Well, too late now. William opens the door and Mr. Walgrave walks right in, followed by Celia.
Your welcome mat is dirty. Clean it up one of these days, will you?
Sticky, mind your manners.
I am.
Bert storms in. This place is boring. Bert, mind your manners. I am. Bert walks over to Axel. Dad, this thing doesn't have eyes. Where do I poke it?
Now, son, you have to act with some respect. Now apologize to that thing. Excuse me, sir. Hey, Mayor, word cupboard. Do you have the designs?
Happy birthday to you two.
It's not my birthday. Thing. Oh, he's just joking. It's actually my birthday. This is my roommate, Axel Rod, a.k.a. The Thing.
So, you're Mr. Walter Warner Walgrave.
Please, call me Tiki.
Don't mind if I don't.
Axel.
Pleasure to meet you, Tiki.
I'd imagine.
And you, I assume, are equally elated to have made my...
This is, Tammy.
Oh, hello, Mr. Tiki.
Thank you. And this is my wife, Celia Walgrave.
Pleasure to meet you. I want to go home. Bert picks up a fire stoker and swings it around.
That's Bert. Oh, hello, Bert. Nice to meet you.
Bert hits William with the fire stoker.
Oh, Bert!
Bert runs to the bedroom and slams the door.
Bert, come out there right now!
Oh, dear. Tiki, reason with him.
All right, I got it. Bert, come out or I'm taking down the blue-white checkered wallpaper in the powder room, replacing it with an ugly purple and green stripe pattern.
Tiki, make him an offer that he'll be excited about.
Fine, all right. Bert, come out and I'll give you $30.
Tiki!
Don't worry, it's nothing compared to last time. How about it, son?
50. Take it or leave it.
Do you guys want to see the designs? I got them in the kitchen. Good idea. Let's go with that.
Good thinking. We probably want to get out of here when Tiki the time bomb goes off. Axel! Everyone starts to leave. Walgrave turns around.
I'll deal with you later, boy.
Tick-tock. Tammy glares at Axel.
So, the kitchen?
Yeah, okay. The group exits into the kitchen. After a moment, Bert's opened the door and comes into the living room wearing an Indiana Jones-esque fedora. He runs around the living room. Da 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 da. After a moment, there is a knock on the door. Hello? Anyone home? Bert stares at the door. Okay, I'm just gonna assume that you all want to surprise me, but I know you're in there. The door opens and Rick comes in wearing a bear costume. That costume's not very scary, you know. I put a lot of effort into my scary costume. Monster! Bert runs into the closet and slams the door. Really? There's someone dressed up as a monster? Or is that a code word for something? Do we have to hide somewhere? Okay, I got it. Rick removes a cushion on the couch and hides under it. Celia and Tammy enter and sit on the couch. Oh dear, Bert is still not out of hiding. Oh, not to worry. I'm sure he'll get tired of hiding sooner or later. I suppose so. I simply can't stand it when he does this. It just can be so frustrating. And then Tiki gets angry, and then he gets frustrated with me, and then men, right? And then sometimes dealing with all of this is just more than I can I know, but you just have to remember that you can't let other people walk all over you. Sometimes you just need to have gumption. You need to stand up for yourself. You know, William's actually got the same problem. Well, I suppose you're right. Oh dear. May I ask you if you have, something I can break? Oh, of course. Break? Yes, sometimes it's all that help me to relax a little bit. Oh, okay, I guess. Anything in particular you'd like to, break? A plate, perhaps? A plate. All right, sure. Tammy pulls an Art Bugatti plate off the shelf and gives it to Celia, who places it on the table. Oh, thank you. Let me just grab my things. Things? Celia takes out a hammer out of her purse and holds it to the plate. Are you sure? Celia begins smashing the plate with the hammer. Ah! Celia puts the hammer back in her purse. Thank you very much. That was nice. You're welcome. Walgrave and William enter with the hotel blueprints, with Axel following behind, smoking a bubble pipe.
So what's with all the chimneys? I don't like chimneys.
Those aren't chimneys. That's the upper room to get on the roof.
Well, it's ugly. Get rid of it.
Don't your workers need to get to the top of the roof at all?
Not if it's gonna look like that.
Well, maybe you can just have permanent scaffolding instead. That'll draw in tourists.
I think not.
Well, you two have probably worked very hard. You want to sit down and have some tea?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, great. I'll go get it. You sit down right here. Tammy leaves as everyone sits on the couch where Rick is.
Ah! My plate! My Art Bugatti collector's plate! What happened to it?
Tammy enters with a teapot. All right, hot tea coming up. She pours tea into everyone's cups, and everyone starts drinking. There's a short silence before a thump, and as the cushion Walgrave is sitting on bounces.
What's this? Is this a massage chair or something?
No.
Yeah, it's not, because some people don't want to pay an extra $40 for having a massage chair in their house.
For the 100th time, if you want a massage chair, you're gonna have to...
Rick pops out from under the couch, causing Walgrave to fly off the back of it. Is this the part where I'm supposed to say surprise? Surprise! Ah! Wait, did nobody see that surprise coming? Wow, I'm pretty good at this. What is going on?
No, hold on. We don't have much money, but...
Aw, that's too bad. Here, have a tuppence. Rick hands William 2 coins with Phil Vischer's face on them.
What? Who are you?
What do you mean? I thought I was expected. Who are you?
Rick Stemford?
Really? What a coincidence. That's my name, too.
No. My name's not Rick Stemsford. I'm just surprised it was you.
I noticed. I'm apparently really good at surprising people.
I wanted to meet you ever since I moved here. Your contributions to the church have made all the difference in my life.
Thanks. Also, your costume's not very scary.
What?
Does anyone have any ibuprofen?
Walgrave gets up from behind the couch. Ah, finally, someone with a real costume.
Huh?
Yes, Mr. Ticky, this is Rick. Rick, this is Ticky. And this is Steak and Nicky and Tricky and Liggett.
Good to meet you, Rick.
The pleasure is mine, Talkie.
Ticky.
Huh?
Ticky, not talkie.
Ticky?
Ticky.
Icky, Sticky, Mickey, Flicky, Axel! I must commend you on that costume you've got there, Mr. TikTok. That is by far the scariest costume ever.
Excuse me?
Rick, I hate to tell you this, but it's not a costume party.
You're kidding, right?
Yeah, it's just a plain old social gathering.
Well, now he tells us, right, Talkie?
Ticky.
Oh, dear. Would you like me to go get dinner?
Good idea.
Tammy leaves into the kitchen. Don't you just love hourglasses? I think they're great.
Right, so, Axel, what do you do for a living?
Well, I'm involved in a business called Consumer Product Development and Scientific Experimentation. Oh, really? Yeah, we find failing restaurants and spruce them up a bit. There was once this business, a Barium King, that we worked on. And what happened? Burger King was born. In retrospect, there wasn't too much progress there. We also help companies like Long Line Espresso, Sticky Floor Cinema, and Papa Wrong Orders Pizza.
I see.
Tammy enters with a plate of spaghetti and gives a plate to everyone. All right, everyone, eat up. Excuse me. Yes? Is this spaghetti? Well, yes. I don't like spaghetti. Oh, well, you don't have to eat it if you don't want to. Phew, good. Is there a trash can anywhere? Maybe I'll just take that. Maybe the dog will want it or something. Okay.
Tammy takes a plate back into the kitchen.
So, Rick, what have you been up to for the past few years?
Well, after I moved back home to Moose Lake, I moved in with my brother because he lives by the factory I work at.
Oh, factory. What kind of factory is it? Is it a chocolate factory?
Chalk.
Chalk.
Yep, it's chalk factory.
Okay, I guess I was close. So chalk. What do you do in the chalk business?
I inspect the chalk.
Okay. What do you expect it for?
Well, I inspect to make sure that there is chalk in the chalk crates.
So is there sometimes not chalk in the crates?
No, there's always chalk in the crates. I mean they're chalk crates. Why wouldn't there be chalk?
Right.
Okay, hey, does anyone have a hairbrush? I can't find mine. Oh, I may have one. Celia hands Rick a hairbrush. Oh, thanks. I'll need this to get that stinky taste from that spaghetti out of my mouth. Pardon? Rick starts brushing his tooth with the hairbrush. Ah, that's better. Places the hairbrush on Celia's spaghetti. Celia's eye twitches. I'll be right back. Celia goes into the kitchen. Moments later, a crash is heard. After a brief moment, Tammy and Celia re-enter.
What was that?
Oh, nothing.
Then what was that crash?
Just some girl talk. And you didn't invite me.
Okay, I think it's time we get going. Oh, wait, you can't go yet. Why not?
Because it's game time.
Oh, how thrilling.
Now, everyone, find a seat. We're gonna play I Went on a Trip. Have you played that? Maybe. We better not be going to Pugsleyville. The bridge is out. That's great. So here's how it goes. The first person says, I went on a trip and brought something that starts with the letter A. The next person brings something that starts with B, and then C, and so forth. I love this game. Wonderful. Would you like to go first, Mr. Ticky?
All right, let's see. I went on a trip and I bought an apple.
All right, that works. Celia? I went on a trip and I brought an apple and a banana. Okay, good. Axel, your turn. Yeah, okay. I went on a trip and I brought an apple, a banana, and a cucumber. Good idea. All right. All right, I guess I'll go next. I brought an apple, a banana, a cucumber, and a dog. Rick? Okay. All right. I brought an apple, a banana, a cucumber, a dog, and a map. Well, look at that. Game over. He loses. Axel, hush up. Rick, you're supposed to say something that starts with the letter E. Wait, why? Well, that's how you play. It goes down the alphabet. A, B, C, D, E. Oh, so you're one of those people who likes house rules. Well, in my house, we always just said something that you'd actually take on a trip. Okay.
Yeah, sure. That makes sense. You can go that. Come on, guys. You don't want to make him mad, do you?
What are you talking about? That makes no sense. You can't let him play the game if he's not going to do it right. Talk some sense into him.
Why don't we play another game?
Oh, good idea.
Wait, I have a game.
Oh, brother.
Well, I guess we can pretend to be brothers, but for now, don't tell my real brother. He gets jealous.
Oh, for God's sake.
This game is called Shoes and Socks. Everybody take off your shoes and socks.
Rick?
Do I have to be the one to point out that nobody here is wearing shoes or socks? Wait, you mean you don't want to play this game? I mean, we played your game. Don't you want to play my game?
Oh, well, sure, of course we do. I mean, why wouldn't we? But is there something we can use instead of shoes and socks? I mean, isn't there?
Well, I guess. All right, everyone pick something in the room. Everyone grabs an item. William grabs a pencil. Tammy grabs a spoon. Axel grabs his bubble pipe. Walgrave grabs his wallet, and Celia grabs her hammer. Good, now we need some bags. One bag for all our items, and then we each get another one to put on our heads. Excuse, do you have any bags? I think so. I just went to the grocery store, so there should be some right in the kitchen. Good, go get those, poor favors. All right, then. Tammy grabs a stack of bags from the kitchen and brings them back in. Great, now, everyone, put your object in the big bag.
All right, then.
Everyone does so. Now, everyone gets a bag. Rick gives a bag to everybody.
I gotta say, this is sounding pretty fun. Come on, guys, go along with this.
Yeah, loads of fun for every occasion. All right, here's what you do. Tear an eye hole out of the front of the bag.
They all start to do so.
What on earth is this for?
So you can see, of course. Oh, that's making me feel a lot better. I mean, I don't even have any eyes. How do I look out an eye hole? Everyone done? Good. Now put the bag on your head.
Everyone does so. Walgrave's eye hole is on his nose.
Wait a minute, I can't see anything.
Ticky, where are you?
I'm right here.
Where's here?
Not there.
I'll help you.
Well, my wife will help me.
Is this you? She bumps into William, who bumps into a table.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Celia eventually finds Walgrave. Ah, here you are.
Now, where's my eye hole?
Hold still.
I am holding still.
Well, your eye hole is in the middle of your bag. No wonder you can't see.
How am I supposed to know where my eye is?
Here, let's just poke a new one.
Rick grabs a pen and pokes Walgrave's eye with it.
Yo!
Here, let me try that again.
No!
Okay, one more time. I've got a feeling this is the one.
Yo!
Rick pokes again, breaking the paper and poking Walgrave's eye.
Ooh.
Walgrave stumbles back and hits William, who hits the table again.
Ah!
Oh, dear.
We need to stop this game before someone gets hurt here.
Might be too late for that.
I agree with Ticky.
So, that's the way we're gonna act. I don't feel very special right now.
Oh, no, it's okay. What they mean is that we should, not stop the game because it's so much fun and it's such a great idea.
William.
Just trust me on this.
I'd rather not. I mean, this is the guy who thought it was a good idea to put a chimney on a hotel.
I love chimneys.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, so what next?
Well, next, everyone closes their eyes, hops around in a circle, and hums while I hide the bag. Keep going until I say shoes and socks.
What? Hey, I got a better idea. No.
Well,
Mr. Walgrave.
Close my eyes, hop around in a circle, and hum?
exactly. Boy, you're good at this.
I am not doing that.
But Mr. Walgrave,
I'm drawing the line right here. I put up with too much today. I have a bag on my head, I got my eye poked, I'm thrown out the back of a couch, and I've been told I'm wearing some sort of costume.
Which, I'd once again like to say, is by far the most convincing angry zucchini costume I have ever seen.
Well, I'm done with it.
wait, Mr. Walgrave, it's Hickey.
That's Mr. Walgrave to you, William.
All right, Mr. Walgrave, if you go through with this, I'll change the Hotel 9 to look just exactly how you want it.
So you'll get rid of those ugly, pathetic smokestacks you came up with in your flights of lunacy?
Yeah? Anything you want.
William.
Fine, I'll do it.
Oh, thank you very much.
Well, I'm glad we're over that needless drama. Let's continue to deal with important things.
Yeah, let's do it. Come on, let's go.
All right, everyone start humming now.
Everyone starts hopping around and humming with their eyes closed as Rick wanders around looking for a place to hide the bag. While they're doing so, Bert enters the room and sees them. Ah! Bert runs into the closet and faints. What was that?
Keep humming.
He hides the bag on the windowsill behind the curtain.
Okay, stop.
What's the stop business? I thought it was shoes and socks.
Oh yeah. Shoes and socks.
I don't know if you can tell, but we've already stopped.
Great. Now we need to get a copy of Anne of Green Gables. I'll read it aloud, and if I say anything that has to do with shoes, or socks, or feet, or anything like that, whoever is the first say, shoes and socks.
Rick?
Yeah?
I don't know if I have Anne of Green Gables.
You don't? That's the best book ever. Everyone should have that book.
Well, what if we use another book? We could use the Bible even.
Well, the rules strictly state that the book must be Anne of Green Gables.
So I can't use another book?
Nope.
If we had the book, I'd be happy to use it, but I don't.
Well, that's that then.
So the game's over?
Well, yeah, how was I supposed to know he hated classic literature?
I don't hate classic literature. I love it. It's a great book, I'm sure, but...
Well, maybe you should make sure to pick it up so we can play again.
No.
Hey, just a reminder, I kinda need my bubble pipe. Oh, right, here we go.
Rick bumps into the windowsill, knocking the bag out the window. A splash is heard.
Oops.
For God's sake, my wallet was in there.
Oh, dear. Walgrave, Celia, and Rick leave to rescue the bag. Rick turns back as he is leaving.
Hey, don't feel bad, Willie. We forgive you.
He exits.
Yeah!
William, are you alright?
What have I done?
Nothing, you're just being as good as you can be. Yeah, don't worry, you're not a classless spoilsport who hates Anne of Green Gables. You need to show him that he can't treat you like this. Stand up for yourself. Show some gumption.
I'm just doing what God will want me to do. You know, be nice to everybody under every single circumstance.
There has to be a boundary line, though. If you give people everything they want from you, they won't respect you or what you need. You're right that God wants you to be welcoming and kind to others, but all day today you haven't been giving yourself any strength. What if Rick, or even Mr. Walgrave for that matter, wanted you to do something wrong?
I don't know. I just thought that.
Bert tumbles out of the closet, unconscious. Bert?
Uh-oh.
Well, that makes my job easier. He did it himself. Walgrave and Celia enter with the bag, muddy and covered in dirt. Oh, wow, look at you!
Hey, do you want to clean up the kitchen or,
Walgrave dumps the items in the middle of the floor.
Okay, right on the rug, that's fine, yeah.
Walgrave pulls items out of the bag.
Spoon?
That's mine.
This thing?
That's mine. Axel blows the bubble pipe, and brown, dirty bubbles blow out. Ew.
Hammer? William, is this yours?
No.
That would be mine.
Why do you have a hammer?
No reason.
And a pencil?
That's mine.
And my wallet? Completely ruined! That is an expensive one! I had $100 wasted in there, and that's not including the money that was inside of it. All because we had to play your little buddy's game.
I'll take the wallet if you don't want it.
Now we'll be leaving. I'll just...
Celia sees Bert on the floor. Oh, Bert!
What in the world is going on here?
Bert wakes up. I see a light. Oh no, my little Bert! I think he's talking about the chandelier.
This is the last straw, cupboard. We're out of here. Let's go, Celia.
Walgrave storms out the door with Bert following. Celia turns around as she is leaving. May I have a few plates for the road? Oh, of course. Tammy gives her 3 plates. Well, you have a very nice little house.
Celia!
I'm coming anon! Celia exits as Rick enters holding a massive suitcase and a tuba. So, where do I sleep? Okay, that's my cue to leave. Axel goes to his room. I should get going too. But remember what we talked about.
Okay.
Tammy leaves. So, should I sleep on the couch? I mean, the couch is fine by me. William stumbles into his room. Hey, one tired guy. Rick puts the tuba on and holds a tambourine and stands up on the table and starts playing the VeggieTales theme, accompanying himself with a tambourine. If you like to squash tomatoes, if a waltz can make you smile. Fade to black.
And now it's time for Silly Songs with Larry, the part of the show where Larry comes out and sings a silly song. We join Larry as he stands outside by his mailbox, waiting for the mailman to arrive.
I just sent 329 box tops to Kelgo Cereal Corporation. And now I'm anxiously awaiting my free pogo stick. This is so exciting! When is he going to get here? When's the mail getting here? It feels like I've been waiting an entire year. I will wait here all day so I can see the mail truck coming my way. Come on, Mr. Mailman. I've been waiting as long as I can. Wait, someone's coming. Is it him?
Larry is excited, but is disappointed to see that it is not the mailman, but the gardener.
Hi, gardener here. I heard you had a snail problem.
That's around the back.
Yeah, thanks.
When's the mail getting here? It feels like I've been waiting an entire year. This is so exciting. But the wait is not at all enticing. No matter what happens, I will wait even if the world ends. Wait, someone's coming. Is it him?
Larry is excited, but is disappointed to see that it is not the mailman, but a door-to-door salesman.
Hey, door-to-door salesman here. I'm selling mad antelope repellent. You want some?
Nah, I bought some last week.
Suit yourself. Mad Marv, away!
When's the mail getting here? It feels like I've been waiting an entire year. I'm at the end of my rope. I feel like a great big giant dope. If it doesn't come soon, I think I'll turn into a nasty goon. Wait, someone's coming. Is it him?
Larry's excited, but it's disappointed to see it's not the mailman, but an alien invader.
Take me to your leader. You've got to be kidding. My package will never get here. Khalil pulls up in the truck. Hello. It's finally him. Just as I was going to do some crazy whim. This is so great. Wait, it's not here. Did you steal it? You stole it, didn't you? Did you check your door? Larry looks at the door and sees a box. Neato! Larry grabs the package and runs into his house.
This has been Silly Songs with Larry. Tune in next time to hear Larry say... I said, this has been Silly Songs with Larry. Tune in next time to hear Larry.
Do you mind? I'm trying to build my pogo stick.
Oh, sorry.
Fade to a week later as William is entering his house, as Tammy is washing dishes, and Axel is sitting on the couch while a record player is playing the tune to Heisel Cat. Is he here? How do you manage to get him away from you?
It's been a whole week. To think that just a week ago my life was perfectly normal. And now, he follows me everywhere I go. Seems to have unlimited funds and time. I don't get it. He's got a stash of credit cards. He says they're his brother's. I can't be sure. Knowing him, he probably stole them. Just the other day, I had to take a flight down to St. Louis for the meeting for some of the manufacturers for the Hotel 9, and for some reason Rick wanted to come. I told him it would be pretty boring, but, well, you know, he came along with me. We were on the plane, and Rick was wearing the little pilot's hat he bought at the gift shop, and then the plane started shaking a little. Then it started shaking a lot. And naturally, some people are getting worried, and we're waiting for the pilot to tell us something, and then Rick jumps up in the middle of the aisle and shouts, "Everybody panic, we're all gonna die!" In a second, everyone starts screaming, and after the bumps have stopped, they still keep going, and the flight attendant had to calm us all down. Eventually, the pilot told us we were completely clear of the turbulence, just a little bit of wind. And Rick just sits down again, with everyone staring at him. I'm surprised he made out of there in one piece.
Unbelievable.
He's already started dropping hints at what he wants for Christmas.
Oh dear, what is it?
A buzzsaw Louie.
Oh boy, you've got to do something.
I've tried thinking about telling him to go. I've tried mumbling, but nothing works. I've done everything I can, without hurting his feelings, of course. I've tried so much and I'm out of ideas. I just need to find a way to make him leave that won't hurt him.
Hey, I think I've got an idea. Why don't we become the oddballs here, so that the annoying becomes the annoyed? Then Rick will be begging to go back to Moose Lake.
Are you sure?
It might work. Worth a shot.
I don't know. It's just that
I wonder what he's gonna be on his birthday list.
When do we start?
Rick bursts through the door.
Right now, I guess. Hey, everybody.
Hey, Rick.
Hey, what's up? Hey, so what's for dinner? I'm thinking about... It's a surprise. Oh, okay. Well, I'm starving.
Why don't we get started then? Oh, but first, we have something special.
We do? I mean, we do!
Axel frantically looks around, finding an apple core in the trash can.
Ah, that's what I was looking for.
Oh, yeah!
Puts the apple core on the table. So, what are we doing?
Good question.
We're gonna watch the apple core turn brown.
Yeah, we are. We do this every day.
Oh, okay. Come on, apple core! Woo! Oh man, this is fun. So what are we gonna do next? Just about time for dinner. Tammy, could you go get our special meal?
Okay.
Tammy exits. Wow, this is the best night ever.
Yeah, Tammy.
Oh, right. Tammy re-enters with a platter. So, what's on the table? Cottage cheese. Oh, my favorite. Really? Mine too.
You gotta be kidding me.
What?
Nothing. Well, what next, Axel?
Oh no! Did you hear that?
You're what?
They're coming. Who's coming? The Jerboas.
The what? I mean, oh no, not them! What do we do?
What's going on? An army of angry Jerboas is coming. We must ward them off. With bug spray? No, with a special musical procedure. Axel,
Is this a good idea?
jump around from side to side. Axel looks at Tammy and William.
Jump around from side to side.
Keep those Jerboas outside.
Keep those Jeroboas outside. Walk around the table twice.
Walk around the table twice. Throw some sugar. Throw some spice.
Throw some sugar. Throw some spice.
Grab a cup of cottage cheese.
Grab a cup of cottage cheese.
Throw it out onto the trees.
Throw it out onto the trees.
Jump around. Stand on your head.
Jump around and wait, what, Rick?
Throw these plates on the floor. Those are expensive plates. Go real fast on just... Oh, hi, Taki. Camera pans out to show where Walgrave is standing at the front door covered in cottage cheese.
Can someone here tell me why I'm covered in cottage cheese?
We're warding off Jerboas. Do you want to join us?
Oh, not you again.
Well, what's wrong, Taki?
What did you say?
Well, I'm glad you came to help, Taki.
All right, look here. You're gonna say it right. Just once.
Say what?
What's wrong, Tiki?
Well, nothing, but thanks for asking. My name's not Tiki, though. I mean, you could call me Tiki, but then I might get confusing with your name, Taki. In fact, I wouldn't call me Tiki at all. You could call me something else. What else do you want to call me?
Oh, brother.
We've been over this. I'm not your brother, but we can't pretend.
Come on! Oh, no. I've had it up to here and your pal here. This Hotel 9 hasn't had the slightest work done to it in a long time, all because of you and because of him. Where even are the blueprints?
Oh, you mean this? Rick pulls the blueprint out from the suitcase. It has been poorly drawn on with crayon.
What is this? What are those marks on it?
Well, I thought I could use a chimney.
Oh no.
And check this out. Rick grabs one of Axel's bubble pipes and sticks it through a hole in the chimney and blows bubbles out of it. See? Look!
Cupboard, that is it. I had to buy a new wallet and credit card. My wife goes crazy whenever she sees a paper bag, and my son is afraid of closets. I don't know how you expect me to work with you if you're working with him.
Walgrave storms out the door. Good riddance, right?
All right, that was it, Rick. You've gone too far. You need to go. This wasn't my fault entirely. I let this go too far. I thought it was letting you do whatever you wanted because God wanted me to, but I was wrong. You're right, Tammy. God doesn't want people to walk all over us. And that's exactly what I've done. I've let him do this. I'm sorry, Rick. I should have said this earlier. But you can't act like this. I've let you take over my life and run it into the ground. It's time that you stop. I still do desperately respect you for what you did to the church in my life. Of course I do. I always will. But that doesn't mean I want you to ruin my life. Rick, it's time for you to go.
After a moment of silence, Rick turns to Axel. We did it, Axel. It worked.
What worked? What are you talking about?
Well, there's someone I'd like you to meet. William, Tammy, meet my business associate, Larry Shue. Larry takes off the Rick glasses. Wait, what is going on? Axel, who is this? This is my business associate. I told you about him, remember?
Wait, so you're not Rick Stemsford?
Nope, haven't been this whole time. Axel said you could use some, what was it? He said, gumption, and he wanted me to help you out.
So, hold on a second. This was all a big ploy to help me stand up for myself?
Yep.
And you were in on it, Axel?
I was the instigator. Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
Oh man. Oh, part of me wants to be mad at you, Axel, but at the same time, thank you, and you too, Mr. Shue. You really gave me what I need, though, at a questionable price.
Don't mention it, buddy. Sorry about the Hotel 9 thing, though.
That job was overrated. I'm glad I lost that job. It's about time I didn't have a little tick-tock, give your dog a whatever, running my life for me.
My thoughts exactly.
Well, I guess after all this, I still haven't met the real Rick Stemsford.
Don't be so sure. The dial tone rings on William's answering machine.
Hello, is this William Cupboard here?
Yes, who's this?
Rick Stemsford?
Oh, hey, Rick. Oh, wait. Rick Stemsford? Is that really you, not some pickle imposter?
I'm a cucumber.
No imposter here. Mr. Axelrod told me all about your experience with my, substitute, if you will.
Oh, I'm just relieved that wasn't really you.
Yeah, so am I. Trust me, I'm not like that at all. But I'm glad to see you learn something out of it.
I have. So what do you need? Anything you need? I'll help you out. To an extent, of course.
Well, after hearing about this event, I made a plan. I'd like to come back to town for a little while and revisit the church.
Really? You're coming here? That's great.
Indeed. I'm looking forward to all the progress it's made, and thanks to you, I got the perfect sermon.
What'll it be? Got a Bible nearby? Yeah.
Good.
Tammy hands William a Bible off the shelf.
Turn to the book of Galatians, chapter 5. Read verse 1, if you don't mind.
William opens the Bible to said passage.
For freedom, Christ has set us free. Stand firm, therefore, and do not submit again to the yoke of slavery.
What do you think of that?
It's perfect.
No better time for that either. Gumption, I'd say.
What does that even mean?
I have no idea. I couldn't have said it better myself. Fade back to Bob, Larry, and Howard on the countertop. Scooter's behind QWERTY repairing the wires.
Well, what'd you think?
Well, that was great. You did very well, too.
Well, I try. Oh, well, it's time to talk about what we learned today.
And so what we have learned applies to our lives today. God has a lot to say in his book.
I give up.
You see, we know that God's word is for everyone. Now that our song is done, we'll take a look.
Yeah.
William Cupboard learned that to be kind and welcoming to someone, you don't have to be a doormat. No one wants to be a doormat.
That's right. And did you learn something, Larry?
I sure did. Howard?
Yeah?
I'm sorry for not telling you earlier.
Telling me what? Did I have something on my face?
Not to mess around on the countertop.
Oh, I didn't know you didn't want me to.
I know you didn't. That was my fault. Well, now that you know, I guess you can stay if you promise not to touch anything.
Okay, I'll try.
Do or do not.
Okie dokie.
Nice work, Larry. Now let's see if QWERTY is able to give us a verse today. Scooter, is he working?
Not quite. I'm needing to pick up some more wires at the store to finish the job. Scooter picks up his toolbox and leaves.
Well, I guess we're gonna have to wait till next show to get QWERTY's verse. Well, we gotta get one somehow.
You can use my cell phone. I have a Bible on it.
You have a Bible on your cell phone? How does that even work? How does it fit in there?
Everyone has a Bible on their cell phone nowadays, Bob. Do you even have a smartphone?
I got the 4S.
You are so early 90s.
Why does he keep saying that?
Howard gives Larry his phone and Larry looks up a verse. Galatians 5:1. For freedom, Christ has set us free. Stand firm, therefore, and do not submit again to a yoke of slavery.
I'd never submit to a yoke. I don't like eggs.
Howard, a yoke is a harness that some people put on big animals to control where they go. The verse is saying that God is the one who commands us, and we shouldn't submit to other people who want to do that to us.
So, Ryan Harris from Terre Haute, Indiana.
Terre Haute.
It's great that you've been kind to Sydney, but God doesn't want you to let him control your life.
It's just like William learned. It's important to lay down the line and not let people walk over you. Likewise, it's important to not walk all over others.
I remember this one time when I was taking a walk, I accidentally walked all over P. He was in my blind spot, but don't worry, he was fine.
And I'm sure God doesn't want you to literally walk all over other people either.
Yeah, I doubt that. Well, that's all the time we have for today. Remember, God made you special.
And he loves you very much.
Bye! Bye. Dimble! What? Is that not appropriate?